Good morning students. Welcome back to the English Channel Prime for grade 8. Students, today we'll read the poem number 12, Palanquin Bearers. It's written by Sarojini Naidu. Children, as you all know, Sarojini Naidu was one of the most famous English poetess and was a political activist, and she is the first woman to become the governor of an Indian state after independence. She has played an active role in the freedom movement, and she had written many poems and prose, stories, etc. for on our country. So some of her major contributions are The Broken Wing and The Bird of Time, The Golden Threshold, etc. She is very famously known as the Nightingale of India. She was born on 13 February 1879 in Hyderabad and died on 2nd March 1949. So it is all about Sarojini Naidu. Now let's start the pre-reading task. Look at page number 94A. In the present day, brides in India are taken in a decorated car wherever they go. However, the royal brides in the ancient days taken around. Children, as you know, the poem name is Palanquin Bearers. So what is palanquin? Palanquin meaning it is a vehicle or it is a box-like structure, as you can see in this picture. It's a box-like vehicle or box-like structure having been carried out by 4 or 6 persons or bearers, and it is mostly accompanied with 2 horizontal poles that would be carried out by the bearers. Mostly the brides, the royal wives used to travel in those kind of palanquins. Now, as the question is asking, how were the royal brides in the ancient days taken around? Yes, they are taken around by this type of palanquins. Palanquin bearers. Second question B. Who do you think took the privilege to escort the bride? Meaning, who used to take the escort? Escort meaning to protect, to guard, or to accompany. Who used to accompany? Yes, the palanquin bearers used to accompany the bride. Question number C. How are the deities in the temple taken in a procession during the festivals? Students, as you have seen, the deities, gods are also taken for procession in and around through a chariot. Now, let's read and enjoy the poem. First, I'll read 2 lines, then I'll explain it to you. So, listen carefully. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. So, students, here the poet is describing the scene of a bride being carried on a palanquin. Mostly in a palanquin, they are carried to their husband's home. So here she is describing lightly, oh lightly, meaning the palanquin bearers carry the newly wed bride in a palanquin. They sing as they carry the bride to her in-laws' home. They tell us that the bride is very light to carry. They don't feel it as a burden. The bride moves, sway like a flower. That means she moves moves softly according to the movement of the palanquin, and the palanquin bearer's song is also like a wind, it is floating. The bride's swaying is compared with a flower's movement in wind. So students, here some poetical devices are used like the simile. As I have explained before, what is a simile? Yes, it is a figure of speech that compares one thing with the another by using like or as. So in this poem, which one is the simile? Yes, here it is. She sways like a flower is a simile. That means she is compared to a flower. In the wind of our song, it is again another figure of speech is used, that is metaphor. Children, as I have said earlier, metaphor is a figure of speech in which the direct comparison of 2 different things are made without using as or like. For example, here it is wind of our song, meaning in this phrase the poet calls the melody as wind. Okay, the melody is compared as the wind. So here it is metaphor. Now the next line. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Again children, she skims meaning she glides smoothly. The bride's movement is compared with a bird skimming. Again it is another simile. The birds touch the foam of a stream slightly and flies away. Likewise, the bride moves slightly. She is very light and so she is said to be floating like a dreamy smile from the lips of a person who dreams. And here her movement is so delicate and beautiful that it is compared to the laugh of a dreamy smile. Okay, here again lips of a dream. Children, can you guess out which poetical devices is used here? Yes, it is personification. Lips of a dream. Personification meaning where the human characteristics is given to non-human things. So here dream has no lips, but it is said as lips of a dream. So it is called personification. Now again children, you can see here there is alliteration is also used. Alliteration meaning the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of a poem and with the closely connected words. Like here see, she floats like a laugh from the lips, like L, again laugh L, lips L. So 3 times L is used. So this is alliteration, the poetical device is used. Now let's go to the next stanza. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. Meaning, gaily meaning happily. So, the palanquin bearers carry the bride happily. Even when they glide high grounds, they took her or they carry her very happily. They are not burdened and so they proceed with their singing. They say that the bride is carried like a pearl on a string. Again simile children, like a pearl, she floats like a laugh. She bear her like a pearl on a string. Okay, these all are similes. So she is compared like a pearl on a string. She is as precious as a pearl. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. Meaning, they are carrying her, the delicate bride, and softly, so softly in their palanquin that she is seated in the palanquin like a bright star. She is again compared to a bright star and heeds to the palanquin bearer's song. Their song reflects her happiness like a dew drop reflects a star's light. Their happy song shows they are as happy as the bride. They are very happy to carry her, to escort her to her husband's home. Done children? Gaily meaning happily, dew meaning condensed drops of water. Okay, now let's go to the next stanza. She springs like a beam on the brew of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Meaning, the bride moves like a beam of light. Beam of light meaning the top layer of the water that will reflect the light. So it is compared that she looks like a beam of light that springs, that reflects. When it gets reflected by the waves, it spreads into many colors. So she is compared to that, and the bride's movement is also compared with the slow falling of the tear from the eyes of a bride. Because she is going to a new home, she is having tears also. She is feeling sad also. Though the bride is delighted to visit her in-laws' home, she feels sad for her situation. She has to go to a new place. She is getting separated from her parents. So she has the mixed feeling of joy and pain. Now line 11 and 12, look. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Meaning, the palanquin bearers continue to carry the bride, who is as precious as a pearl on string. They didn't cease their song as they carry the bride lightly. They travel far away, gliding the rough paths. Nevertheless, they never feel sad or burdened by carrying the beautiful bride. So they are saying we bear her along like a very precious pearl on a string. Done? Do you understand, children? Hope you understand everything. All the glossary words or hard words and meanings I will give you in this. Sway meaning moving from one side to the other. Skim meaning glide smoothly over something. Foam meaning small bubbles. Gaily meaning happily. Dew meaning condensed drops of water. Beam meaning ray of light. Brow meaning eyebrow. Here it is the topmost layer of the water tide. Glide meaning move. And escort meaning protect or guard.